Hey everyone.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come to the J Spot. We're placing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jay and Simply E. Hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot, on Intellectual Radio.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. And welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for allowing me to share a tiny portion of this evening with you all. Guys, happy new year. We are back. We are back. We are back. This is the first show of the year. I hope that you all had an amazing holiday. I hope that your 2025 is off to a blessed and amazing start. Again, I hope that you got whatever it is that your heart desired for Christmas. I hope that you guys got to ring in the new year with whomever that special person is. Whatever your heart's desires were, I hope that you guys got it. Guys, thank you so much. Again, please do me a favor, you all. Go to our YouTube channel. We are pushing YouTube strongly this year. So please go there first. Go and subscribe to our channel, guys. We have so much amazing content on our YouTube channel. So the stuff that we have on YouTube, guys, we are no longer posting those videos and those reels on Facebook. So if you want to see all of the short clips and everything that's going on with the show, go to our YouTube channel, the J Spot Radio, subscribe and follow us today. Turn on your notifications. Also go to Facebook, like and follow us there. That's the J Spot. Also go to Twitter and like and follow us there, the J Spot. J is Jaye for all three. Listen, while you're at it, turn on those notifications. Boop, boop, boop. Guys, hi, I missed you all, guys. I am so happy to be back. Thankful that I was one of the ones that was allowed to see the new year. So again, we got a lot of amazing things lined up for this year. I hope that whatever New Year's resolution that you made, that you are sticking to that resolution. We are 9 days into the new year. Have you guys made resolutions? And if so, how are you doing? I know a lot of the resolutions that we like to make. Oh, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to work out. I'm going to eat better. And, and it sounds, listen, it sounds good as we're sitting there December 31st. I'm going to do this. And I'm not doing this. I'm not drinking no more. I'm not smoking anymore. I always tell my son this. He always asks me, so, beloved, because that's my son, called me beloved. If y'all want to know why, just inbox me and I'll tell y'all, or I'll make a video and drop it on YouTube and tell y'all why he called me beloved. But nevertheless, he calls me beloved. He's like, beloved, what's your New Year's resolution? And I tell him the same thing every year. I say, I don't really make a New Year's resolution. I always tell him my resolution is to be worse than I was the previous year. So however I acted in 2024, I said, expect me to turn it up a notch in 2025. But I also tell him, I said, when people are really serious about New Year's resolutions, I say, here's the deal. You have to be honest, listen, really, if you really intend on having and keeping your New Year's resolution, you got to start way before December 31st. And that's to have a successful resolution. And here's why I say you have to start before December 31st. because it takes 21 days to create a habit. So if you want that New Year's resolution to be something real, well, I would say just start December 1st. Start December 1st and work your way. So by the time you get to December 31st, you've had a few hiccups here and there, but now guess what? You've done it for a whole month. So now you've gotten in the habit. You've created a habit. So now whatever that thing is that you said was going to be your resolution, now you have a better chance of being successful with that resolution because you've already started working on that resolution prior to December 31st. Because we make resolutions, oh, I'm going to eat better. And 2 days in, you're back to eating everything and eating all bad, eating the way that you said that, you know what, I'm gonna do better this year. I'm not gonna do all of that craziness this year. So I'm gonna do better this year. But since you did not create a habit, you're back to old things and old ways. And it's like now you've fallen off the wagon and you're like, oh God, okay, whatever. I guess I'll just try it again next year or whenever you decide to try it again. But if you start early, start creating that habit now, then, well, in December, then you have a good chance of sticking to that resolution. So I started my resolution back in November because I'm like, baby, listen, I intend on keeping this resolution. I said, you know what? It's some ties and there's some things that I'm cutting off. So matter of fact, maybe it was like September or something. I'll start breaking away and just, distancing myself from ones that I knew, you know what, this ain't good for me. You are not going with me in 2025. You not going, and you definitely not going. And so I had to start that early so that by December 31st, guess what? I wasn't worried about, oh, I want them to come to 2025 with me. I want to make amends. No, it's over with. And so 9 days into the year, I'm glad about the decisions that I made and the resolutions that I made. But again, if you want your resolution to be successful, then you definitely have to start working on that prior to December 31st. Now, guys, listen, speaking of resolutions and December 31st, listen, you all, it's a brand new year. Ladies, listen, I'm going to start with us. We have to do better. We cannot go into this year with the same foolery that we were doing in 2024 and before. Now listen, our first hot topic. Hey Maurice, how you doing? Hey Pretty Tasha. Our first hot topic. Now, when I tell you, when I saw this foolishness, I have to say, now listen, y'all know I'm petty. I have to give it up. Baby, she was good. This woman that thought of this, now that's my type of chick. I need that type of chick on my team. I need to be in contact with this chick. So they labeled her as a bitter baby mama. But she puts a tracking device in her daughter's hair during his time to visit with her. Baby, she put one of them little iPod tracker things. She put that baby, she combed the little baby hair real pretty and tucked that tracking device, baby. Yes, she did, right up in that baby's hair and was able to track her baby daddy. Now, I don't know what was the purpose of that. Now, here's the thing. There's a couple of ways to look at it. Maybe she was bitter, or maybe she had some concerns and she was trying to figure out what was going on. I don't want to just jump off and say, that she was bitter because, again, it did not give a lot of details as to why she did that. The video was just saying that she was a bitter baby mama because she put the tracking device in her baby's hair. But baby, when I saw that, I said, oh no, she's good. She's good. That girl's good. Whoever did that, am I advising that? No. But I will say this. I mean, if you have some concerns, then if you've addressed your concerns and your concerns are still not being taken seriously, then you know what? Guess what? You have to do what you have to do to ensure that your child is safe. Now, does this sound like something to me that the child was in grave danger? Yeah, nah, it don't sound like that. It sounds like, she's being a little messy, just a little bit. I'm not going to say too much, but if you have concerns, say something. But to track, listen, if you're going through all of that effort to track someone that clearly does not want to be with you, or if they have moved on, listen, let folk move on. Just because you saying, listen, he got the baby around his new dip or his new flavor of the week, the flavor of the day, flavor of the month, whatever the chick is, he got the kid around the chick. And you better not have my baby. I don't want my baby around. No, listen, we're gonna keep reiterating this. We cannot tell grown people who and what they can and cannot do. We cannot. All we can do is make sure that we are governing ourselves accordingly. So if you have a kid with someone and things did not end the right way, or it didn't end in a pleasant way, but again, if that man is still trying and striving to be in the child's life, we ought not to try to stand in the way because we're mad. Okay, he cheated, he's moved on, and he's still coming around to get his kid. You are not allowed to dictate to him who he can and cannot take his child around, because he's the parent just as much as you are the parent. So you don't get to dictate to him how or who he takes his daughter around. So if he wants to take his daughter around and show his daughter to all these chicks because he's for the streets, then so be it. Let that be. She'll learn my daddy is for the streets. Okay? But it's not if the person is not doing anything harmful to your child and your child is not in harm's way. And here's the deal. We get to thinking, listen, a lot of us, our minds get to racing when we see the new chick. And let's be honest, a lot of the times we don't want the kid around the new chick because of, likely more than not, she's the chick that he was cheating with. And so now that's why you all are not together. So now, you feeling some type of way about the kid being around the new chick. We cannot do that. We cannot do that. Again, just because he wasn't a good partner for you to be in a relationship with or be married to does not mean that he will not be a good father. So we got to give these dudes the opportunity, and not only the opportunity, but we have to let them do what they're going to do. Listen, if you a father, this is a grown man. You can't dictate to him who he can and cannot have his kids around, because guess what? As soon as you get you a friend and you can't find no babysitter, guess what? Guess where your friend gonna be? Your friend gonna be over your house and y'all gonna Netflix and chill. So the same stipulations that you try to put on the father, you have to keep that same energy. So if it's good enough for you, and when you can't get out because you got your kid and he cancel on you, your baby daddy cancel on you, but you already had plans, you and your friend was going out and this and that, your baby daddy canceled, he can't come get the baby, but now you still got plans and you want to see your friend. Guess what? You not canceling that date. You gonna let your friend come over, you gonna put the kids to bed, and you gonna let your friend come over. So you cannot have that, this my baby, I don't want my baby around, no, better, no. Save that energy, sweetheart. Save that energy. And again, when you're doing that, make sure that you are doing the right thing. Now, speaking of doing the right thing, I will say, do not leave your children in the presence of just anyone, because you all, let me tell y'all something. These people are losing their everlasting minds when it's regarding these kids. And ladies, I'm hoping that these videos that are going viral, I'm hoping that a lot of this stuff, I'm hoping that these things are just skits. I'm hoping these videos are just skits because some of the stuff that I am seeing, which will lead into our next hot topic, is just downright embarrassing. It's downright disappointing the way that some of these women are behaving with their boyfriend's kids or whatever, the dude that they're seeing. Is disgusting how these women are treating the kids. So this next hot topic, this lady, she says that she's watching her boyfriend and his baby mama she watching them get into it because she told the baby mama when she drops her child off, she needs to drop food off for the child because the food in the refrigerator is for her children and her household. And she says that I won't be taken away from mine to feed someone else's. When I saw that, all I can see was, you raggedy wench, you. That's all I could say to this lady. And I'm going to say lady because I'm talking to all of you, but just know if I was talking to somebody else and we were talking in private, lady will not be how she would be being addressed. She would be addressed by some other words. But this raggedy, no count having, bottom basement wench, I can't stand people like that. I can't stand when people do kids like that. Listen, lady, because here's the thing. It's all kiki. It's fun and dandy because you're doing that to somebody's kids. But let somebody, the same thing that you doing to this man's kids, let somebody do this to your kids. You be ready to raise the entire roof. You be ready to you ready to set it off. Let somebody treat your kids how you treating this man's kids. That's why I say you cannot be leaving your kids with everybody. And you know what? You gotta watch people. You gotta watch them real good, especially when you have kids. Man, I'll have nanny cams all up over the house. I have also so much surveillance up because let me see you treating my kid any old kind of way. I'm going upside your. I'm putting my foot so far up. Well, I'm not even gonna be able to say it because I'm on live. But just know, you treat mine any other type of way, we're gonna have a misunderstanding. And I'm gonna make it clear. This misunderstanding, this behind kicking that you're gonna get, is for the way that you treated these right here. Ain't got nothing to do with him. But if he wanna get in and get some, he can get some too. But I'm saying we cannot, ladies, this is not a good look. If you know that you are a woman or a chick that do not have a compassionate heart for other people's kids, I can respect that. Leave that dude alone. Don't get into that relationship. If you know that you can't love somebody else's kids, don't get into the relationship, whether it be a man or a woman, because a lot of times we so like to go in on dudes for saying, oh, I'm not bringing these kids no food, these ain't mine. We need to have the same energy when we run across these low budget chicks doing this type of stuff to these babies. So again, if you feel as though, you know what, I don't mess around with other people's kids. I don't do that. I don't mess with other people's kids. I'm not feeding nobody else's kids. I'm not taking care of nobody else's kids. Tell that man that. People, when these people tell you that they don't want to be bothered with your kids, please believe them. Stop putting your children in harm's way when you see these no good bastards. If you have a kid or kids and the person that you are entertaining cannot rock with your kid, or they say, listen, this needs to be something that people with kids especially come close to what I'm about to say, because this needs to start happening right away. This conversation, you so busy worried about who high value and all this and that. Listen, you make sure you are a high value parent first. If you are a parent, make sure you got that on lock first. So the first part to being a high value parent is putting your child first, putting your child's well-being and your child's needs first. That's what we're going to start off doing right there. That's what we're going to do right there. Start off by putting our kids first. How do we do that? If you're out and you're dating and you meet someone and you guys are talking and they tell you, see, if the conversation, if you have kids, the conversation about kids must come up immediately. That's just how I am. I think it needs to come up immediately, because why am I going to waste your time knowing I have kids? I have a little litter full of little kittens that I'm bringing with me. Got little litter of kittens coming with me, okay? Why would I waste my time in your time? So let's talk about this. How do you feel about kids? Okay, well, I'm cool with kids. Okay, well, does the amount matter? Because I got 4 kids. How do you feel about dating women with 4 kids? And if he's like, I've never dated a woman with 4 kids, and it seems like it could be, it could be kind of challenging. Ladies, this may not be the dude for you, okay? Because you come with your own little litter, okay? You can't be mad at somebody for being honest with you. 4 kids is a lot. Let me tell you, me as a sister, as an aunt, I'm not watching 4 kids at a time. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Guess why? Because my nerves, I don't have the nerve for 4 kids at a time. Because the little jokers, they got a lot of energy. They got more than I can give them, okay? They got more. Hey, have you ever had 4 little active little kids running out? Listen, I will put all of them out. Nieces, nephews, and listen, I'll put you out. If I had 4 kids, somebody got to go, because I am not equipped here to deal with 4 kids. Now, my max might be 2. This is relatives and all. I tell them, listen, flip a coin. Can you keep my kids? You can only bring 1. Okay, I don't care which one it is. Okay, because I don't have favorites. Okay, I don't have favorites, but I can only do 1 kid because I gotta watch you. I gotta watch them. So you're not about to set me up with all these little kids and they running around, jumping around like they own a jungle gym or something. Honey, I get nervous in Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like, oh, child, what these? Whoa, I be thinking when I'm going to get me. That's just how much energy these little kids have. So it's not always a negative thing if a man says that, listen, I've never dealt with a woman with 4 kids. The reason why I would say is take a step back, because listen, it's a lot. Your 4 kids get on your last good nerve. All of them at the same time. Y'all, listen, most of your parents, most of us glad that school is back in. Y'all was cussing, fussing, and hollering the whole Christmas break. Your blood pressure was through the roof because of your kids. So you can't get mad at a stranger that says, man, I don't know. I don't know about that. 4 kids. Yeah, that's dealing with 4 kids, more than 1 kid is an experience. Listen, dealing with 1 kid, if you got that 1 kid that's always in stuff, that's always got something going on, that can be an experience as well. But for me, my son, he didn't my son, listen, I had one of them kids that, if you put him up, he's there. He's not going and getting into stuff, and he was not that type of dude. So those are the only kids that I feel like I can identify with. But guess what? Ain't none of the kids in my family like that. None of them. You put them up somewhere, you go to the bathroom or you go get a drink of water, they are gone. They are gone. I'm just like, wait, what did this see? This is what I'm saying right here. So that's why I can only do one. But when you're dating, you got to be careful. You got to be so careful with that because again, everybody, especially we are in a day and time, we are this society and the tone, everything. This is a bash single mother um day and age. This is a bash single mom's day and age. This is a bash the kids. Nobody wants to be a village anymore. We've lost that. Like we no longer live in the village day and age. We don't. We live in a day and age of separation. We gonna keep her over there. Oh, she's this. We listen. You may as well say that we're going back to the days of having a scarlet letter. You know when them. You know, listen. You snuck on there and got your little something, and they stamped the woman with the red S on her or the A on her, and now she is an adultery. You know, the scarlet letter. That's the day. That's almost like the day that we're living in now because everything is against single mothers. So I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm not here to bash single moms. Listen, I was a single mom and it was hard as heck. And I only had one. So I can only imagine. My hat, and I salute women that have multiple kids. I really do because it takes a certain type of strength to just be a mother at all. First of all, to just be a mother, period. But when you have multiple kids, listen, those that's multiple issues, multiple personalities, multiple sets of homework. Listen, you got this one. The first kid was real smart. The second kid the second kid was a little bit extra. And you like, well, wait one doggone minute now. What's really going on? Like, what you got going on over here with these little kids? Like, these little kids, these little people are really, 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 really something else. And they really trying your patience. And you just like, well, you got to be more careful. But guys, listen, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we have more hot topics to get into. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it, guys. Listen, we are about to go. And I mean go. I really do mean we're about to go in. Stay tuned. You're listening to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time, guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Be right back, guys. Stay tuned. You're listening to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families. Sorry, guys. Be right back. Conversation at a time, guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Oh. Be right back, guys. Oh, yes, oh, feel, don't know what that noise was, guys. I'm so sorry about that. Welcome back to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time. Guys, I have to get my technicals together. I'm going to get my whole life right this year. Well, maybe not this year, but it's too early for me to be saying all that. But guys, listen, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, you all. Go to our YouTube channel. We have so many videos on YouTube that's not on Facebook, or anywhere else, because guess what? I want y'all to go to YouTube. Listen, y'all, come on now. It's too many of y'all on Facebook. Now, if I get on your nerves on here and you like, well, I just rock with her because we on Facebook and I be seeing her from time to time, but child, I ain't trying to do all that on YouTube. I understand. But for y'all other people that's been here for a whole long time, and y'all block me and y'all come back, I need y'all to go to YouTube, like and follow us there. That's the Jaye Spot Radio. Again, Jay is Jaye. Go to our Facebook, like and follow us there. That's the Jaye Spot. Go to TikTok, follow us there, the Jaye Spot. Instagram, the Jaye Spot, Jaye. Now listen, I gotta get my breath because y'all look, I done ran down the stairs and I done came back upstairs and I'm like, dang, I really need to get myself together. Thank God I didn't make no resolution to say I'm going to start working out. Because listen, I would have failed epically. That was an epic fail right there. Just walking up a flight of stairs and now I'm winded. But guess what? Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it because guess what? I'm winded for a reason because guess what? Listen, it ain't just me. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Guys, I got Lady Lotus. She out here with me, guys. She out over here. Now watch, because there may be some cords. Okay, I don't think it's no cords. Listen, y'all, I got to get myself together because there be so many cords and look, phones and all this other stuff. Baby, I've been told some stuff up. But Happy New Year,
Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy belated birthday.
Hey.
How was your birthday?
It was calming. It was relaxing. I went to see Mufasa.
Was that good?
It was. Me and the little lady, she got me in these blue and pink nails.
Oh, cool. I got you.
Yeah, I took off work Thursday and Friday. My birthday is the 3rd, y'all. And so,
happy belated birthday.
Thank you. We had us a little spa day downtown. And Friday morning we got up and went to Show Grill.
What's that?
It's a theater out in Wheaton, Illinois, and you sit down, you push the button, and they come order your food at your seat in the theater. Oh. And they bring all your food to you. They got good liquor too, y'all. They don't even play with the liquor.
They got a theater like that out in what is it, Oak Brook or is it Lombard?
We probably some of the same one because it's right past Oak Brook.
Yeah, I've been there before.
So yeah, we did that. We saw Mufasa. Then Saturday, as a family with Dad, we all went to go see. I'm saying it wrong. I know I am. Nosferatu.
What's that?
So it's about Dracula. The movie that has been redid about 2 or 3 times, but this last one was really good. It's not scary. You don't get the vampire teeth and all of that. It's like a love story, but it's dark because it's Dracula. This girl basically gave her heart to Dracula when she was a kid, when she was younger. But then when she got older, she found herself and she got married. And Dracula was like, nah, B, you belong to me.
You done made that promise.
You belong to me.
Run that.
He gotta go.
Run that.
So it's really good. It's dark. It's long. Both of them movies is long, but they were both good. I never took a bathroom break. And that was pretty much it. It was a relaxing. I got to pick dinner and all that other stuff. I got what I asked for this year.
Happy birthday. Happy New Year. I'm so happy. Glad to be back. We thank you all so much. Again, guys, please do me a favor. Go to our page. Go to our YouTube channel. Like and subscribe to us there. I ain't seen no numbers go up now, so it's a couple of y'all on here. I need like 5 or 10 of y'all to go up and subscribe to us right now. That's the Jaye Spot Radio. Again, we got so much footage on there, guys, that is not on you. It's not on Facebook or anything else. It's not on Instagram. It's only on YouTube. So you got to go there to see what we have been up to, see the latest videos on our YouTube, and then go to our Facebook. Of course, like and follow us there. That's the Jaye Spot. Go to Twitter, like and follow us there, the Jaye Spot Radio. Again, go to TikTok, like and follow us there. All things the Jaye Spot, Jaye. And again, turn on that what?
Notification
Boop,
bell.
boop, boop. Guys, listen. Look, we have been talking about being single mothers and, these low budget chicks that y'all putting around. Fellas, y'all got to start picking better, okay? But ladies, we do too. So now listen. The next hot topic. Now, we're going to have to stop this foolishness too. But y'all got to tell me, what do y'all think about this? The lady says, is it mandatory to give it up to a man that has flews you out? If he done flew you out, do you have to spread eagle? Do you have to just come on with it? Or are you saying, you know what? No, I ain't got to get nothing up. He done flew you all. Listen, done spent his hard-earned money.
Whole thing.
Been anticipating meeting with you,
Whoa.
seeing you, bending you over that hotel room balcony, and you tell them no. Is giving it up mandatory? What you say, Lady Lotus? What do you think about that? Is, if a dude he flew you out?
I'm just gonna say this. How you said, choose thee what you do lightly.
Yes.
Know who you dealing with, because if a man is flying you out, and y'all done talked, you should be able to pick up on what he wants.
Right.
Because he done dropped them jewels. He done dropped them hints. Or you done said something. I don't feel at all that you're obligated to do anything. But I would say, if you're not ready to sleep with that man, you need to go ahead and stay at home. Because I got invited on a trip, and we had just met. We probably had been kicking it maybe about a month or so, but we wasn't doing anything yet. And one of the friends had canceled on the vacation, and he was like, would you like to go? And I'm like, I don't really think that's a good idea, because I know me. If I go and it's an all-paid trip, I'm going to feel like, dang, I done gave all these rackety dudes stuff that ain't never did nothing for me, ain't never did nothing. This man done flew you on a whole trip, buying you food, doing everything. You might as well go ahead and drop it like it's hot, even when I know I'm not ready. So I said, no, I'm not going to go on this trip. I don't want anything to happen that I may not be ready for it to happen. Now, 10 years later, I wish I would have went on that trip, because he's a total gentleman and he wouldn't have asked for nothing. Such a gentleman. But I would just say, man, if you know you not ready, don't take your little hot, I'm gonna go on this little trip and I ain't giving him nothing, because you don't know that man like that, and you might get out there and get your little self snatched up. Might get your little stuff taken. Might get a little something dropped in your cup and you ain't know it was coming.
Woo, child, and that is so true. And I'm with you on that, Lady Lotus. If you are not, like, first of all, it's not mandatory.
Right.
However, it's not wise to go somewhere you don't know this person and they've spent money on you. Now, you may be one of these chicks that say, please, the person that please do is buy me purses with that and this and that. It's okay, Missy Pooh.
Right.
It's okay. However, again, you have to be wise and govern yourself accordingly. So if you don't intend on giving it up, do not go. You have to protect yourself. You have to assume that that's what is on the table. You have to assume, even though he may not, again, he could be the perfect gentleman. He could be, but listen, conversation get right, the mood light done came on, he talking, he talking kind of good, he's smelling kind of good, he's looking kind of good, and y'all up in there, and now y'all going through, and then you like, He like, no.
You done came out with your little satin pajamas.
Right, you done came out with the
little nips like ping.
You got everything going on, and then you say no. Woo, child. Are you wrong for saying no?
No.
No.
But don't be a tease either. Don't be a tease.
It's about...
Because to me, that could be a tease too. I'm going to go and put my good smelling perfume on. I'm prance around on him even though I ain't ready yet.
He ain't getting nothing. He ain't getting nothing.
Y'all better realize a man at the end of the day is still a man. And he has feelings. And some of these some of these big pink pings and little pink pings ain't got no control over themselves.
Facts. And it's so crazy. But again, you don't want to put yourself, ladies, in a position where you're like, man, I wish I would have just stayed home. Hey, Lord Tanae, how you doing? Hey. He's also saying, look, Pretty Tasha said, facts on facts. Lord Tanae is saying, I wouldn't want a woman to feel obligated because I'm not one to put pressure on a woman because we are alone. And so, Lord Tanae, you will go in the category that we say, hey, that's the good dude. However, even though it still is not wise, just being real, Lord Tanae, it's not wise for a woman to still do that because, again, how do I know you a good dude?
I feel if somebody's inviting you to fly you out, I'm just gonna assume, because if you trying to pay for me to come somewhere, we done been talking for a little minute now. You ready to see me, or you taking me on a trip? Lord Tanae, my question would be, if you know that you're not the type of guy that will pressure a girl into sleeping with you because you've done this, what type of conversations would you have with her to make her comfortable enough to say, okay, I believe you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to come out, but I want to let you know up front, we're not sleeping together. So if you feel like, you earned it and you deserved it, I'm not going to come. Because there's nothing that you're going to be able to do that's going to sway my mind. Now, if you're going to decide to take it downtown, brother, you wasted your time because you still ain't getting it. You want to, kiss on the little neck and things get a little bit heated, we're still not doing that. So now we got Cedric on here. Cedric is using an alias today. You incognito today, Cedric? Cedric, he said it's Marcelino. That's what he going under his alias, Marcelino. He said it's all about your integrity. Yes. He says you gotta tell him what it is before that ish comes up. I totally agree. I totally 1000% agree. I would bring it up, but instead of him fluing me out, you can come to me. Right. If I know so let that be the rule. Ladies, if you're not giving it up, have him to come to you. But now he still might want it if he came to you. You can put him out. You got your brothers, your auntie, your uncles, and that thing. You got that thing. So you get out of pocket. Somebody gonna need to come and get your personal belongings because that's what's gonna happen if you come over here. So we're gonna be safe over here. So you have him to come to you if you're not giving it up. Let that be the rule. If you ain't giving it up, have him to come to you. If you know you plan on giving it up, he done got you all. And it's no judgment whether you decide to. It's yours. It's yours. That's your Kit Kat. That's your Reese's cup. You can give your Reese's cup and break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. You can break that Kit Kat bar off to whoever you want to break it off to, okay? Because it's yours. How many pieces coming in? 4 pieces, 5 pieces? I think it's not 5 pieces. I hate chocolate. Oh, I love Kit Kat bar. Don't get me started because I don't like the chocolate. I like what's in the middle. The whole thing is disgusting. So the kid in me would eat. Oh, we just got sidetracked, but you said chocolate. But the kid in me would eat all the chocolate from around it and spit it out. The Butterfingers, all the chocolate came off. The Kit Kat, the chocolate came. Reese cups, all of the chocolate got to go. I just want what's in the middle. The kid in me will smear that Smith all over the wall, like let it get hot and just smear it over the wall because I'm just what is this? Oh my goodness, if it's melted, that just makes it so much easier for the chocolate to come off. So it's like, no, I can't. But so let that be the rule though, ladies. If you plan on giving it up and you trying to see what that thing do, then go get flew out. Say what? Give it to me
Say what?
Give it to me.
Baby. If you doing that, if you plan on doing it, do it. Listen, it's your thing. Do whatever you want to do with it. Okay, it's yours. But if you got little reservations about it, and you want to, be wholesome
to your flower.
You want to hold on to, what's left. You don't want to put so many miles on it, and now you at the point where you know what. I got to start considering the mileage on this thing, okay? I got to consider the mileage on this here purse. Hey, I don't want to hear none of that, none of you negative. Listen, it's hers and it's exercises for all this ish, okay? So it's never.
How about we just say sure we like him like that?
Okay.
Let's say that. The mileage is low. Her shondo, her intuition, her little everything is still a little questionable about you. And she just ain't hit that part.
And
yet.
She ain't doing this yet. She not ready.
She ain't ready to drop it like it's hot just yet. Now, you might almost be there. The trick might be what gets you there. But you don't want her to just be sleeping with you just because you took her on a trip. You want her to give you her delicate flower because she is hot for you.
And she want it. She lusting after you.
Her fires is burning deep down in the
She wants you to take her there.
What she say? Take me now.
Take me. But, if she ain't there, then, why come? So why get flued out? Why literally? Because, he wants you to come. That's in more ways than one. He wants you to come both ways. The real spelling and then the spelling it. I'm pretend like I'm saying so they don't block my words out, But he wants you to come to infinity and beyond. But you're not sure that that's what you want to do. So if you're not sure, then don't go. And I'm just not for this flew out. Because people are just crazy. So we living in a whole different day and time where I'm just like, you know what? You have to be extra, extra careful. And then fellas too, you guys got to be careful because you got these chicks, you thinking you dealing with pretty princess, and baby, you got a no limit soldier waiting for you when you touch down. She done, got you a trap queen. She done set up the whole squad and they rob you as soon as rob you and dump you off in the alley some doggone well. So I think that all personal first meetups should be somewhere neutral and it should be in a well-populated area. Don't let these conversations and these pillow talks
get you. If you're not ready to have a baby with somebody, I don't think you should be flued nowhere.
Wait, Cedric gonna say she want that Chicago Maxwell polish.
Better stay away from that swine. She gonna get stopped up.
Cedric,
you could at least say the deep dish pizza now. That's what everybody talking about, the pizza. He's talking about that Maxwell Street Polish.
And Pretty Tasha, she said, now that is the type of man I like. Lord Tanae is saying, I will come to you first so we both can feel comfortable. Absolutely. Like I said, you just got to be so careful. Like I said, be careful about that and just take the time to get to know the person that you're trying to meet up with because, baby, these people, child, have you ever met somebody on social media that you didn't know?
I met my man on Tinder.
Okay, so I met
my guy on Tinder, and I broke all the rules. I got cursed out really, really bad.
Man, it's so crazy.
I had him pick me up at work, and then the date was so good, I gave him the okay to drop me off at home.
Wow.
I got cursed out by one of my coworkers. She's like, you don't do that. You meet at the coffee shop and you leave them at the coffee shop. I said, girl, we went to eat. That food was good. But Lady Lotus is still alive. We are still happily in a, happy place with a child. So
it worked out for you.
It worked out for me. But hey, be careful. Don't do what I do.
Baby, I wish I was.
Because I wasn't even on that dating. I told y'all I wasn't even on that dating. It just happened. The lines in the universe aligned.
It's really deep with this social media stuff. I am so
My best friend met somebody on social media. They're now married. Been married 2 years now.
Listen, I'm like, I talked
Slid in
to
the
one person,
DM.
and I had that happen before. I met one person off of social media, and I said, you know what? I should have unplugged my computer and just threw it, and just, I should have just deleted my whole account instead of
Started all over again. You know,
I'm like that doggone emotional. That was some crazy stuff. But I would say, would I do it again? I would. I would, because it was definitely, I would say, an interesting experience. So it wasn't nothing bad like where I was in danger or whatever, anything like that. It's just the whole. I'm like,
what's the difference from the social media to the club? You don't remember what's your name. Sorry, y'all. That wasn't nice. That was not nice. But that is how that young man will always be remembered forever in my life. Because I was clocking that dude across the club. I was like, bro, look at that Mecca sweater. He look good. That Mecca sweater came up behind me. And I'm like, okay, that's not a problem that he stuttered. The problem was his wife called my phone, my house phone, because we didn't have cell phones then.
it sure did.
Call my house phone, talking about this is his wife, the mother of his children. We have a cat, a dog in the car. I said, girl, he was up in the river. No, we was at the click, all up in my business. Get him, girl.
The
Get
business.
him.
Oh my
I will
goodness.
tell on you.
Yeah, them club days was something else.
So what's the difference in the internet?
But I still never talk to nobody. Now I did have I would say this. I was stalking one dude from the club.
What?
That was just one dude.
I don't remember this.
You do know the River West. You go just think back.
The River West. You
Don't say his name if his name comes to you. You know the one I always used to go is just all.
We're gonna have to talk about this over.
Yes. Oh, I can't believe you forgot.
You gonna refresh my memory, because right now I see so much. I see the girl in the bathroom talking about our clothes pretty.
No, I'm just like so y'all. For y'all don't know, I am a reformed stalker. I'm not proud of it. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna get you. If I want you, I was gonna
go get got.
But that was.
As long as you was the right height.
Man, I don't even want to talk about heights because I just get a bad flashbacks on the heights. But outside of that, going to the club, I didn't want to meet anybody at the club because everybody in the club was drunk but me. So everybody gonna be different the next day. I'm like, you whispering. I'm like, okay, how are you whispering in my ear and you drunk? Like, the smell of alcohol is just not attractive at all.
Oh, I ain't never talked to nobody that wasn't drunk.
How you doing, Canary, on YouTube, saying first time on the channel. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, KJ. Hey, everybody on YouTube. We really appreciate you all joining us. But yeah, that was my one time. But overall, as a rule of thumb, I don't if you drinking, it's a turn off for me because I don't drink. So if you're drunk or under the influence, I don't believe nothing you're saying. Nothing. We will table this conversation until you get that happy juice, that get right juice out your system. But until then, don't think that I'm getting caught up in I just love you so much. Hey. Because then they get to touching.
You got my mind all in reminiscing. Please don't ever say, if you see me at the West, don't tell me. Don't inbox me. I don't even want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing about Club Sugar Hill, the River West. I don't.
Man.
The Dragon Room, I don't hear none of it.
So those were the days, but it's just now in today's society, it's okay, the worst you was doing was you was either going home with them that night or whatever. But now, listen, with social media, that you're not at the local club, because it's if you're at the club, at least you got a good chance on running up on them again at that club. Oh, you stole out my house. All right, I got you. Next, I'm coming back up to the club just to look for you. So
You know, all you gotta do is call me. If you give me a phone number, I will get you everything. I will get you their mama name, their daddy name, where they used to live at, what school they went to. It's easy to be found in this world without having to pay for the information thanks to the worldwide internet.
it truly is.
But meeting somebody online, at least you get to go through this person's profile. You know what I'm saying?
If they haven't catfished you, look at.
I mean, but I feel like you could tell certain things because your voice don't match your face. First of all, second of all, we have a chance to go live. You know,
And that's what I was about to
we
say.
not go live, but we can
The face
video
chat,
call
video.
each other. So while I'm talking to you on this video call, I'm looking at your wall. Is the wall dirty? Is the windows dirty? Is the cover dirty? Do it look like it's a sheet on the bed? You got to pay attention to the things in the background. You got to go through these people's profiles. Now, don't accidentally hit like on a picture from 3 years ago. Be careful. But you got to go through. You got to read conversations. How did this person talk? Is it a bunch of females? Who is all their friends? Is all your friends a bunch of females? And it don't even matter what the females look like. Y'all got nothing in common. No, I don't want to talk to you. Because you just picking up chicks.
Even with that, so I would suggest, like, if you're talking to somebody on social media or you meet them on these dating platforms, like you just said, Lady Lotus, immediately get on that, what does they call it, the FaceTime or the Facebook video chat. Immediately get on there so that you can see who you're dealing with, because the last thing you want to do is talk to somebody for some months and then you get on there and y'all look and you like, his eyes like this. You like, what in the world?
And you don't want to be on the Catfish show. You don't want to be on that show.
At all.
I like watching that show. And the last thing I want to do is be like, oh, that person is in our group. Because I'm come on here, I'm going to talk about you. Now,
And I'm going to
We
co-sign.
told you not to do that.
I'm going to
And
co-sign.
what did you do? You done met the man. Now he looked like, you thought he looked like Harry Belafonte. But he looked like Norbit.
So now listen, Pretty Tasha, she's saying one of the things is I'm not okay with a guy asking me to pay for the second date. I just been brought up and raised about not paying for no man on dates until I know we are getting serious and willing to be committed. So what do you all think about that?
They done told you on the second date. So wait a minute, so there's some new stuff now. So y'all went on a first date and he told you you gotta pay for the second date?
What, child?
Baby, this our last date. Because first of all, you don't tell me what to do. I don't follow rules very well.
Ain't nobody about to be, send him back to wherever he came from.
Well, you said throw that fish back. We looking for a
throw him
fish
back. Do
We
not even waste your time, and energy even going back and forth with somebody like that. Like, if that's not what you are about, and like you said, you brought up and being raised, and listen, that old school mentality, that they like those people, they not even people don't even respect that. They're not even respecting the code no more. Like, they just doing some
they don't even know the code no more. When you think about how far generations we are now, I just realized I'm a baby. I'm a baby in my journey. I'm not even like at the beginning of my journey. What do they call the Gen Zs and all this other stuff? I'm the baby one of that. I was real close to being one, and I'm glad I'm not. Ooh, I'm so glad I ain't one of them.
A Gen Z?
No, I am a Gen Z, but we are baby Gen Zers.
Okay.
Like, we was real close to being millennials.
Ooh,
so
child.
we are baby Gen Zers. We babies in that. So you gotta think about the Gen Zers of over us who messed up. Then you gotta think about the baby boomers mindset. My baby boomer still out here kicking it like she's 22. I'm so sick of her.
You can leave her alone.
I can't wait to get to Texas and go through her little closet. She got her own little place now. I swear, y'all, my mama thinks she's 22. Hey, mama. Because she got her own place now. She done left. She done kicked my sister out. She left and left my sister there. Bye. But when you think about how far removed we are from those Southern values, and how many women when we were younger that we watched and was like, I ain't gonna be like my mama, I ain't doing this and I ain't doing that, and you have so many kids up under that's hearing, don't do this, don't treat a woman like this, don't do the man like this, we ain't supposed to be doing that, you ain't supposed to be doing this. grew up in a household where I was told a woman ain't supposed to mop a floor because a mop will throw our back out. And if it's a man in that house, that man is supposed to mop.
Hey,
but how many generations know that? The woman clean. The woman do everything in the house. She clean up. We all have so many different values that we grew up with in our houses. We take them values and we add our new traditions and we make stuff better. Y'all out here making stuff worse. Jeez,
so Cedric
Louise.
keeps saying 49 and I'm still the baby in my group. Hey, Erica, how you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in.
That's my Capricorn brother right there.
Cedric.
Yeah, happy birthday. Happy belated.
Now listen, Pretty Tasha, she said, right, I got to video chat with him too to make sure he looked the same in his pictures. I totally will do that. But it's like this year, like these people, I'm gonna be honest, like you all, this is wearing me out, this dating and getting to know new people. It has worn me out, and you know what? I just don't feel like being bothered with none of the likes of you. Pass me that quote, please, right there.
I love people. So I think in loving people, I'ma always get to know people. But to just say, oh, I'm out here in the dating world, yeah, let's get it.
Because it's different. These folks, I'm telling you.
And when you get out here and you talk to people, you hear the difference from what females have to say to what men have to say. And on both ends of the table, it's just sad. I just be looking, I feel sorry for you. I'm sorry you have to go through this and trying to date.
I'm definitely sorry for those that are still out there actively in the game, because you know what? I have benched myself. I benched myself, and so I'm gonna stay on the bench, especially because of, due to our topic that we're talking about tonight. This is really why I am benching myself for a minute. I need to, come on back. So listen, tonight we're talking about dating a narcissist. Woo, child, when I tell you, okay, I thought that this was just a term that people were just saying, like it was the new word, it was the new it word.
I feel like it is. And Mr. Samuel's God rest his soul, or whoever, Buddha, Allah, the devil, rest his soul. These words, the high value and all of this, people using them, and they're using them out of context of what they really mean. There is a such thing as a narcissist, but everybody's a narcissist if you let social media.
No, but you know what? And I felt like that until I started doing the research for this show, and then it just hit me. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they are real.
I said, wait, and I had one.
I had one too.
Oh, Lord. I was like...
Oh, I had one too.
I said, wait a minute. I said, I had to peach myself. I said, had I been narcissist and I didn't even realize.
This girl said, had I been narcissist.
I had been narcissist and I didn't even know it. I had been narcissist before. I didn't even realize when they said you don't even know, your head spinning and you don't know what that. That's what these people. That's what these narcissists will do to you. Some people, I'm telling you, they are a TRIP. They are trip.
And this is a syndrome now. This is not even just a term anymore. This is a medical thing now. Like you got, what is it, PTO? Let me shut up, because y'all gonna be like, that girl's slow. But it's now a syndrome. It's not just a word anymore. If you're a narcissist, they have a pill for you.
Hopefully, some of these folks, they need something stronger than a pill, okay? They need, first of all, they need the Lord, okay? And then you need an exorcism, okay? It's just some extra things that you need. A pill just ain't gonna do for some of these. Oh yeah, I think something
you got. Who they are.
No, you gotta help them get. I'm a Masamu Makasa. You gotta do that over them, or like Chucky did over Charles Lee. I give me Dimbella. You gotta do all that.
Let me tell you.
You gotta Dimbella it all. You gotta
from that one that I deal with. it's just him. It's just who he is. And he probably didn't even know that that's what
No,
he
the
was.
one that-
We didn't even know that that's what it was.
I didn't know either, but now that I know, I say now I know what the cure is. They need to lay him down, and then I give me them Bella. I beg of you, give me Bella. You gotta them Bella it out of these some of these folks.
I would say just leave them over there in their own little world by themselves. Don't even waste your time trying to fix somebody who don't know they got a problem.
Because here's the thing, again, you definitely we've all definitely heard the term, maybe even joked about it. I know I'm guilty of joking about it. But what does it mean? What are the red flags? Are there any upsides to dating a narcissist? And most importantly, this is the important thing out of it. How do you protect yourself from those people? Because you all, listen, some of them can be like the Tasmanian devil in your life. Like they just come through and you just stuck waiting and you sitting and you like, wait, what just happened? That's how some of them will leave you, because I'm telling you, I'm just like, what just happened? Like you will be totally lost. You cannot keep up with
their shenanigans.
You cannot. Now let's just discuss for those that don't know what a narcissist is, let's just discuss it. Now listen, I ain't got my mic, but I'm gonna do this. According to an online source, narcissism is excessive preoccupation with one's self. Baby, they the end all be all, the show shot, the shine, they ish don't stink, they that, and then some. Their own self-worth and own one's needs. It is typically associated with behaviors of self-evaluation. They are God and everybody else are peasants. They are right about everything. Everybody else is wrong. I mean everything. Everybody else means nothing. That's pretty much. But see, you gotta watch it, because see, they don't say a lot of them, the good ones, they don't use those words. See, their tactics are so slick, baby, you've been bamboozled before you even realize what hit you. Now, breaking down, there's actually a diagnosis for people that actually that are narcissists. And it's called narcissistic personality disorder.
There you go. Appeal.
Or NPD.
Appeal.
Now, NPD is a clinical diagnosis. Now, but look at this. Affecting about 1% of the population. But narcissistic traits are far more common. So there's not even a handful of people that have been diagnosed. But see, I don't really do this a lot, but I'm going to have to go against what my online source is saying and say, you lying to me. Because it's too, listen, I know a lot of them might just have the traits. Some traits of narcissism. But baby, it's more than 1%. I mean, look at all of the stuff that you see on social media. And maybe that's done for a reason. Maybe that is done to, for a reason to highlight all of the craziness. But when you think of 1%, okay, well, if I've run into some of them and you run into them, that's just two of us. To me, that's more than 1%
but
right
it's
there.
The 1% out of all of us. I mean, we got billions of people here. So that means out of the billions and kabillions, that's a million. That's a narcissist.
Well, child.
And then I think I'm going to stand by this. I still feel like we use the word narcissist too loosely. Because just because someone believes in themselves and I'm everything and I'm the stuff, is it confidence or is it being a narcissist?
Now,
it's how you treat the other people that makes it narcissism.
And this is what, exactly. And listen, Cedric said, I married an undercover narcissist. professional victims. And
Yes.
Lord Tanae is saying that sounds like an idiot.
That's the part right there. The narcissist that played that victim role.
Now, here are a few common traits of a narcissist. They have inflated sense of self-importance, the intense need for admiration and attention. And here's the big one. They lack empathy for others. Oh, child. And when I started reading the traits, that's when I started. Oh, child, he was a
person you married to might be a narcissist.
They have a tendency to exploit relationships for personal gain. Now, listen, again, when not everybody, listen, some of this could just be some people are conceited or they egotistical or, have a big ego and this and that.
Or they just cry babies.
But when you start lacking empathy and you're better than everyone. First, you don't know everybody. Like if you,
I am better than everyone.
You can point the pen. Everybody else is wrong. You can see the mote in everybody else's eye, but you can't see yours. You got judgmental. You can judge everyone, but then the flashlight does not flash on your own behavior, and that's kind of, you got to be careful when you dealing with a narcissist, because not only do they do that to outsiders, but then when their traits, when it starts to affect you and their behavior, it starts to affect you. Are there any red signs? Why does it matter how they behave in dating? Well, here's the thing, and this, I'm telling you, this is another part that just got me. Narcissists can sweep you off your feet initially, but often leave emotional wreckage in their wake. Woo. Remember what I said? The Tasmanian devil, baby, will come in, wine you, dine you, queen you up, and then leave you sunken like the Titanic.
So the behaviors that I've noticed and that I've dealt with, and that feeling that she's saying, it's like, what's wrong with you? Looking at them like something wrong with them, but then it turns around and it makes you think that something's wrong with me. Because I just told you, you know what, Jay? I don't really like it when you treat me like that. When you talk to me like that, it makes me feel so bad. And then Jay go around, and instead of her acknowledging or thinking about, okay, what did I do, Lady Lotus? What did I do so I could fix that? It's no, you,
I must hit the hammer. I must hit the nail on the hammer.
That, and when you do that, you make me feel. So they take all the attention. Narcissists take all the attention from everybody else. That's the me, and I'm better. No, it's not about your feelings. It's about my feelings.
Or they'll say
it's just me. It's just me. Like he. I'm not a narcissist. Not going to acknowledge or have empathy. That empathy part comes into. I just told you I don't like it when you treat me like that. Well, I'm sorry I made you feel that way, Lady Lotus. Let's talk about this. Let's see how to fix it. The narcissist is not going to care nothing about you.
And they don't even acknowledge you.
They don't apologize
at all.
Well, I said what I said what I said, but I'm empathy. I have empathy and I have sympathy for people's feelings. And you watch what you say. They don't watch what they say.
At all.
And the tactics, baby, the tactics the one used on me. When you fall in love, what's the first thing that happens? You get to gain and weight. Men don't notice that. We gain weight when we happy. We lose weight when we depressed and we sad, and y'all treating us bad because we not eating. We happy, we eat.
Facts.
Yo, you going outside with them pants on? Them pants is really tight. Why would you say that? And I'm gaining weight and you could see I got a little pudge. Why would you say that? I'm just saying, It got so bad, Jay, that I had to turn around and say, if you got a problem with my pants, then buy me some. Take me shopping since you feel like, because maybe I ain't got no money to go shopping right now. How about you quit feeding me the way you feeding me? And I won't gain no weight. But the narcissists don't see that. The narcissists just want to control.
It's like, like I said, as I'm reading this stuff, I'm just like, I was just like literally in a time warp. I'm just like the first when I say, you know what, something got to be wrong because I don't cuss. Well, I'm about to cuss this man out. As soon as I felt like, okay, I'm about to get up out of my who I typically am as my character, I'm like, so at first I thought that, he was just an escaped patient. I was trying to figure out what institution who was looking for him. I'm going on the website, I'm looking, I'm calling Hargrove and I'm calling Loretta, and I'm like, are y'all missing somebody gotta be missing a patient because this brother cannot be walking around here on this west side and y'all haven't scooped this brother. Y'all ain't scooped this. Wait a minute, wait, West Suburban, y'all ain't got, oh, so all y'all patients are accounted for Cook County. All y'all patients account. Wait, somebody lied to me. I know you lied to me that ain't nobody, that this man ain't, listen, that this man didn't, I said he can't have been out here all this time, still out here, and ain't nobody looking for him.
Ain't nobody looking for him.
Ain't no, I said you lying to me.
Nobody know what the narcissist is.
Lord Tanae is saying, if that is your thought process, you have a terrible life and it will only get worse. Yeah, listen, some of them
that's
think
why
that
they can't stay in no relationship.
This is true. And Erica is saying exactly, these narcissists, it's like, again, everybody is not a narcissist, but again, some of these traits and personalities, people are definitely picking up on this ish. Now, Cedric is saying bronze sexual. Or he's saying you're the villain when you put them in their place. Baby, putting them in their place could cost, listen, it could cost you. Now, you got to be careful with putting them in their place. Now, listen, according to an online source, now, guess what, fellas? Now, listen, y'all know I love y'all like I love my coffee. But this is what according to an online source, they say men are more likely to exhibit narcissistic traits than women. About 6.2% of the U.S. population is diagnosed with NPD. That's the narcissistic personality disorder. So about 6.2% of the population has been diagnosed with that. Now here's some good stuff. Here are a few signs that you could be dating a narcissist. Because I had one. I'm not listening. I'm good. I'm good. I'm still in recovery. I'm good.
I'm so glad I got over it.
Love bombing. Oh, see, and let me tell you, when you're gonna be like, how is that? Just keep listening. Hold on. Get a pen and a pad and keep listening. Love bombing. They are over the top with the affection and attention early in the relationship. Early. Put a pin by that. Excessive self-focus. They constantly talk about themselves, their achievements, and their problems. What they got, what they driving, how much money they make. But this is all the time. Like, it's not like, okay, they just say it once and then they over with it. This is all the time. Like, they have to prove and show that they're better than other people. They overreact, the overreaction or to criticism. They can't handle even mild feedback or criticism without becoming defensive or angry. Baby, it's like you let a tiger out the cage. You say something and critique them, or you give them the pill that they giving you that they want you to swallow. You give that pill back to them and see what kind of foolishness you have on your hand. Jealousy and competitiveness. Now, I really didn't, this was a big part that I didn't really even think. I'm like, when everything he would say as far as what I was doing, it was little this. You doing your little this, you going your little that, you going, I'm like, look, but I didn't think anything of it.
See, mine was a trump. It was the competitive part But the crazy part is it wasn't competitive like, oh, you got that car, I'm gonna go get this car. It was the competitiveness over, oh, I broke my leg today. It sprung. He had to come up with something higher than your leg broke so that that attention went back to him. Well, you know, my hurting is worse than yours.
Cedric is saying, preach, yes, Lord. Yes, listen, we gonna get to the, because we, you know
Get
what?
to the grit of it today.
This is the beginning of the year, and we this is the beginning of the year. We getting ready, we getting over this foolishness. We not gonna start. We not going through the rest of this year. So this is why we are talking about this right out the gate. Because listen, it's still the beginning of the new year. Let them go. You're gonna have to listen. It's time to take out the trash and free yourself, because you want to be happy and you want to have a great year, and you got to let these kind of crazy folks go. Pretty Tasha is saying, I cannot stand a narcissist, period. Dealt with one back in 2020, about 5 years ago, and they were beyond crazy. Oh, that love bombing bull junkie gotta go for 2025. And she also says they are very manipulative too. Very. Yes, they are. Now listen, this one too. Gaslighting. Ooh. Like you just said, Pretty Tasha, manipulating you to question your reality or perceptions. It's like they'll ask you something about your life and you tell them your life or your experience, and then they come and they say, no, that's not how it was. You did that because of this. You did that. Wait, were you there? Like, how do you know why I did whatever I did if I'm telling you this is my life, my story? Like, how do you write my story? But this person,
even situations that's not, you know what, man, these people, oh my goodness. I'm so glad I only had to experience it a few times in my life.
Listen, because again,
it's like you said, it just telling them something and then them turning around and twisting that for what they wanted to be. Oh, I thought you was doing this. You told me you was doing that. What they got to do with you? What they got to do with what we talking about right now?
And that's true, because here's the thing. This statement is true. The relationship may feel like you are on an emotional roller coaster. Exhilarating highs followed by confusing and painful lows. And I'm telling you, the highs were high, but baby, the lows is just like, you think, you know how when you go sit down, you think you backing up and sitting into the chair, and they pull that chair from up under you and you fall flat on your end? That's how low them lows, and you just like, you confused because you know that the chair was right there. You see,
it's emotionally draining.
Very.
You could just
much
feel
so.
like the life is draining out of you. Then you start having those moments of like, I just don't even want to be around people. A narcissist can change you from who you are.
And you don't, when
by
you
their behavior.
But truly, and that's why I said for myself, I'm just like, wow, I'm like, I'm starting to get out of character, and this is not me. Like, I was thinking, like, this is a while ago, but I'm thinking about me, and I'm like, dang, this ain't me. Like, I don't act like this. I don't respond like this. I don't behave like this. Maybe it's time for me to just go ahead on and just, move around, because this ain't it.
Yeah.
This ain't it.
That dude had me. He was jealous of how many friends I had. I had a friend. I know you, and the sad thing is when you in love with somebody, you ain't really paying attention. But then when you take them around your friends and your friends see it, when you take them around your real friends, like them friends that's gonna tell you, boo, you acting real shady right now, I'm gonna need for you to fix that. And my homegirl was just like, every time you laugh, he snarls. Cause every time you laugh, and I'm like, for real? I never saw that in him.
And I just think that they're miserable people.
And I never ever saw it, but everything on the outside was this person was happy. The person is handsome, gorgeous, like just everything. Everybody love them. If I was to say any of these things to them, they'll be like, Keisha, you crazy. I'm not, because you see it. You just don't see it.
I'm just like, it's so crazy because again, the highs, the lows, and just like you said, the
I was
jealousy.
just drained. When I
I'm
tell
just like,
you,
whoo.
I couldn't take it no more. It's like I'm giving up everything about me. I remember I deleted my Facebook page and made a whole new Facebook page because this person was whining about how many friends I had on Facebook.
Oh, I got
And
the
I'm
same.
sitting
Oh,
here
trust
like
me, I got the same
I
thing.
found myself like going down the list, and I'm like, I do not like if y'all done sent me a friend request. I do not add people on my Facebook page that I do not know. It has to be like a really good circumstances for me to be like, you know what, I'm gonna let you in, and I'm gonna message you, and I'm gonna tell you, hey, I don't really add people I don't know, but it's something about you. I'm gonna let you in. So when you have a long life of friends, I have my friends since grammar school. I still have preschool friends. You gotta think about your friends in the neighborhood that you grew up in. Then you got high school friends, college friends. You got your different work jobs. Those make lists bigger. Then if you got kids, I got my kids' friends, my kids' families. How you gonna tell me I don't know all these
Just a
people?
social
And
butterfly.
it was like, you know what? I'm so sick of it. And that's what it was. He was jealous of me being a social butterfly, but you're a social butterfly. I don't understand why you're jealous. It's not like you sitting over in a dark corner and nobody likes you. But now I get it.
It's yours
I
bigger
was
than
taking
theirs.
your shine.
And
You
it's like
used
it's
to
so crazy.
they used to getting and dating women that are beneath them, they're not beautiful, they're not pretty. In their own way they are, but they can control them by saying, your pants a little tight. Oh baby, my pants tight. You what's wrong? Let me go take this off. You don't like this shirt? Let me go take that. I ain't that girl. I like it. I like the way it fit. I like the way it look. Oh, the little pudge, it's okay. I got a little booby showing. I like showing them just a little bit now. Just a little bit.
So I had to end up saying, like, with talking with people with me having social media, I'm like, okay, I'm not famous, I'm not any of that. I'm just somebody that has a big mouth and I like to talk, and there's a few people that like to listen to
That's
me
a
talk.
medium size
So
mouth.
you know, it's hey. We don't even listen. See, we don't even need a microphone.
Nope.
See, that's how. So I got
Well,
one
you
of
was
those.
talking about it last time before the last show where you was talking about we loud, and I was on there like we loud and we proud.
Right. And this is true. We are loud and we are proud. So we listen. We got the good quality mics that we have been born with. So that is a blessing from above. Because when we get these lapels, baby, y'all gonna these lavaliers, y'all gonna be like, ooh, child, listen here. So
I bet you when something happen, you gonna know that voice when I get the hollering hootie hoo, let's go.
or baby, y'all gonna know that. So that's the thing. But he would always be like, I would always say, like, talking to people, do not look at my social media because listen, this is my job, this is what I do. Do not go on there. And he was a nice looking guy, got it going on, whatever. But the moment he saw mine was bigger than his.
Ooh-wee.
Oh my God, that's when everything started being
changed.
yo little this, yo little that. I'm just like, yo son, like
You making it more than what it even is to me.
I'm like, I don't get caught up in all that. I'm like, that's you. And oh my God, the kicker was, and see, this is just the atmosphere. This is just karma. I feel like this is just the universe's way of getting and trying to pull him down a peg, because it seemed like whenever we were out together, people would say, I see you from somewhere. I said, Lord, I know you are lying to me. I said, Lord.
Just bring them down some more.
It would always be a dude somewhere be like, you look so familiar to, and then I'll just feel a nudge on my eye. I'm like, thank you so much. I really appreciate. I'm like,
and see, I'll be the idiot over there talking about yes every time I'm on the, and
it's like
I talk too much. I like talking to strangers.
And that was one of the things I was just like, I said to myself, I was like, dang, the person that you meant to be with, you don't have to dull your shine for nobody.
No.
Like, you shouldn't have to dim your light. And I'm saying that does not happen to me on a regular basis. That does not happen to
your
me.
Your person should have you brighter than the sun.
should be, would be my biggest fan, my biggest supporter. Yes. And he was such a hater. I feel like he was such a hater because like nothing, he didn't support anything. Well, I'm so glad he gone. That I was doing. Now look. But I'm just like, I just thought about all of the things and I'm like, being out ordering food, just whatever. And I'm saying to myself, this never happens to me. I said, this gotta be God just trying to bring him down. I said, I'm like this. When they say, well, God got you, he gonna show people some stuff, you ain't gotta do nothing. I'm like, I didn't have to get out of character because it would always be some random thing that this never happens to me. I'm the one that happened to. Y'all can't go outside with me without somebody saying, hey, Keisha. I'm like, it never, I'm like, in the beginning, I've had a few incidents, but not the frequency in which it was happening with him. And I'm just happening for a reason. Because I'm like, I don't like, now y'all know, let me tell y'all a little secret. I don't even be liking no attention like that. I don't be liking that. So don't and they feel think bad. Because we loud and we personable and we're social butterflies that we just walk in the room and we ready. No, I'm in a corner. I'll sit down. Listen, baby, I have no listen. Even in the church, when I go to church, I try to sit, but they all, sister, hey, you're not gonna have me up there at the front of the pew. That's because they be wanting to make sure I don't slip out of there because I gotta have a meeting about somebody's husband. I done chin checked for getting out of pocket. I'm like, listen, I'm not chin checking. No, listen, if you get chin checked, then you was out of pocket. So just take it and deal with it. That's the only reason why I stay in the pastor's office, because I done chin check. And y'all better be glad that I'm chin checking them and sending them back over there to y'all. Because they out of pocket. Mm-hmm. Some of y'all husbands and y'all dudes are out of pocket. But trust me, y'all can trust and believe I got y'all back. I'm sending them back over there with their tails tucked between their legs. Now that was on me because they shouldn't be doing y'all like that. So that's why I chin check them and send them back. That's why you gotta hold a finger up and go on the back there in that office and explain yourself. And I be like, now, Pastor, Sister Jay, you can't talk to the, okay, Pastor, we already talked about this 22, 23, 24. Okay, so on 25, I've had enough meetings. Okay? So I'm not going in the office. I ain't even going. I'm just gonna text the pastor, Pastor Ari, you can text me what you want to talk to me about, because I'm not gonna be dealing with this. But nevertheless, back on track, guys, because listen, how we can go. But they said that there are actually some pros to dating a narcissist. Oh, I got hear this. Yeah. They said that there are some pros. First, they said that their confidence and charisma. Narcissists can be magnetic, charming, and exciting. Mm-hmm. Their confidence often draws people in. It does. Yeah. But you know what? You fall in love. You have to think about the Black Widow. She can draw you in too. That Black Widow, that spider, you gotta be careful because that can draw you in too. What is that? The toad or the frog, they can draw you in too. They have their tongue out there and it's like a sticky pad that just get the fly. So you got to be careful because a bee can draw you in with all that honey. And then what it do when you stick your hand up in there, it sting you. So be careful because everything that's magnetic and that draws you in, it's not good for you, honey. They're often ambitious and they have drive. Many narcissists are goal-oriented and successful, making them appealing to equally driven individuals. They are here's the thing. Most narcissists, they look good. Man. They look good. They smell good. They act good. They got their ish together. The superficial, the materialistic stuff. They often have that stuff together. It's that little dark side in them. It's that tick. It ain't even gotta be that hard. It's that tick here. It's that tick here. It's all up in there. That's why you got the dumbbell and numb your, how you put it right here, numb your reiki. You gotta do all that to get it here and here. You got because that's where their issue is. But narcissists are often packaged well on the outside. Like if they talking ish about you and some stuff, they can stand 10 toes down in the ish that they talking about. Yeah. They can stand 10 toes. This ain't the little little raggedy, listen, the little mutt, the little runt. This ain't him. This that dude or this that woman.
You'll run for your money, honey.
Yes.
A good run.
Yes. They bring excitement and drama. They bring a sense of passion and intensity to relationships, at least initially. Oh, baby, listen, all of it is so good. You literally being swept off your feet, but only to be sunken like the Titanic, because they had such a good time on the Titanic, winding and dining, had no idea that the ship was going to sink.
Oh, damn.
Baby, had no idea. They turned around, they like, what the? And that, not making light of all the people that perished in that, not making light of it, but dealing with these narcissists, it can make you feel like that. Lord Tanae is saying, I'm okay with you being yourself because I am a social butterfly as well. As long as we're together, I am fine. We are definitely not in competition with each other. It's us against no one. That's right. A good point, Lord Tanae. I hope these dudes, listen to that, because like they say, most dudes are narcissists, Now I know Cedric, you said that you married you an undercover one, so, we sorry, we glad that you got out of that. Ooh. But he said, Cedric is saying, they always thinking you negatively talk about them when you just being genuine. When you just being genuinely honest and sincere. I'm sincerely open with them. He said, why you telling my business?
They are like that.
He said, it taught me digression. And listen, Cedric, me too. I learned digression. I learned to just fall back. But you know what? I learned that I shouldn't even been doing that. Like, I should have been able to say what I was going to say without it being taken the wrong way. But it was taken the wrong way because the ish that you was giving out was the wrong way.
You can't never give them
what they give you.
It's the criticism. You can't never take positive criticism.
Yeah.
Not negative criticism, but they can't take positive criticism either.
At all.
At all. So
but they can dish it.
They broke. As soon as they spirit break on the inside. But you just told me yesterday how I was acting, and I said, I'm sorry, I'm going to work on that. I guess I can't tell you what you need to work on because you perfect, huh?
Now, here's the part of the list that we have been waiting on.
Uh-oh.
The cons to dating a narcissist. Oh yes, because see, I found it hard to believe that there were some pros, but I guess it makes sense in its place. But this right here, oh yes, let's start. Emotional neglect. Narcissists often lack empathy, leaving their partners feeling unseen or unheard. Manipulation and control. Lord, yes. Say amen. Listen, if y'all want to cash app us, because I felt that in my left foot, the Jaye Spot, $ the Jaye Spot 2022, I felt that right there. I felt that right in my left foot, and my ankle just twitched. And I'm going to have to say that one again. Manipulation and control. They may use tactics like gaslighting or guilt tripping to dominate the relationship. Dealt it. Bingo. Earned it. Mm-hmm. Emotional instability. Oh yes, this may make you think they need a prescription. Woo. Relationships with narcissists often involve unpredictable mood swings and drama. Erosion of self-worth. Constant criticism and manipulation can lead to low self-esteem over time. You got to get out way before you get to this. You got to get out, because if you don't, you're going to need the same drip and prescription that they need. You're going to need some for yourself, because after the number that they done did on you. Woo. Financial exploitation. Some narcissists take advantage of their partner's financial resources or generosity.
Oh yeah, he did. I was just buying everything.
So you have to be very, very mindful with all of that. But now you may say, now Jay, after you done gave the pros and the cons of being of dating a narcissist, Why do some people stay in relationship with narcissists? I'm glad y'all asked. Narcissists can be incredibly loving and attentive at the start, making it hard to leave when things go bad. They got a way of wheeling you and holding on to you. They have a way of drawing you back in. And then some people have a fear of being alone. Some partners may stay out of fear, loneliness, or believing they can't do better. Or this is a big one. I know this is for me. You hope for change. Many believe the narcissist will change their lying, manipulative, no empathy having ways. Okay, that was just all mine. But I'll tell you the part that they said. They said that the hope for change. Many people believe the narcissist will change or that they can fix them. Yeah. I like to be a fixer. I thought I was a fixer. Baby, that's only the Lord can deal with that. The Lord and a strong dose of something that they're going to give for people that have this syndrome. That's what they need. Trauma bonding.
Ooh, that's
the cycle of abuse and affection creates a strong emotional bond, making it hard to leave. So it's just like it's so many different variables, like that whole circle, this whole dynamic. If you've never been involved with this, and I know that as I'm saying this and as we've done this show and we've talked about these things, I know the light bulb have clicked for a lot of people. So that may not mean that they are diagnosed as being a narcissist, but they have narcissistic tendencies. That's what that would mean. But now they also say, here are a few tips on how to handle. Oh, they even tell you how to handle it, baby. We got how to handle it because, again, with them being charismatic, and being so loving and love bombing you and all these good things, sometimes it might be hard to leave them because they ain't physically hit you. They haven't done anything.
They treated you better than the last one.
Yes, so it's so many good things that you experience with them that you be like, okay, again, you lean on that. I hope that they will change. So that's why a lot of people don't leave. Wait, Cedric is saying, sometimes saying nothing speaks volumes. Just let them do them and spin off. They're emotionally manipulative and emotional magnets. That was a good point, Cedric, because that they are. That they are. And Pretty Tasha is saying, so true. Lord Tanae is saying, I like a woman that has a voice that makes me listen. Now, here are a few tips on how to handle dating a narcissist. First, they're saying, set boundaries. Clearly define what you will and will not tolerate in the relationship. They say you got to start off checking them right away. You check that ish right away. I don't know how effective that will be because, again, they lack empathy, they lack emotion, they lack accountability. So I'm not sure.
Because when you check somebody and they realize I can't get away with this, then they might get away from you before you have to get
Yep. So they might leave because, again, you're not easy to manipulate or control, or you're not easily falling into the web that a lot of people that dealing with narcissists don't realize they're dealing with until you fell into all that sticky-ish. Now you can't get out.
Don't be letting them get away with it. If you feel it, you better say it now. Check it now. Just like your kids. Stop doing that 1, 2, 3. Check. Do it now. I said what I said now.
Don't take it personally. Their actions are a reflection of their issues, not yours. So all the criticism on whatever slick, low-key comments that they make, don't take that ish personal because that's them. They the one got some issues and some things that they got to work out. Do not take that to heart and don't take it personal. Prioritize self-care. Maintain your emotional and mental well-being by focusing on self-love and personal growth. That love that you've given to that person that does not appreciate it nor deserve it, you got to take it back and reinvest it into self. Seek outside support. Therapy, support groups, or trusted friends can help you process your feelings and make decisions. That was good, but I'm like, I'm not going to be going through therapy on learning how to cope with a narcissist unless I've married a narcissist and now I'm stuck in it. Now I have to figure out how to love you and how to deal with you through it. But if I ain't married you, I'm doing this one. Know when to walk away. If the relationship becomes toxic or abusive, prioritize your safety and happiness and walk away. Here's the thing. Once you realize, I think that these relationships are toxic. I think that dealing with a narcissist is toxic, and it's very, like you said earlier in the show, Lady Lotus, it's very emotionally draining. Yeah. Very emotionally draining. So you have to put yourself first. You can't think that you're going to change a person because they have to want to change themselves. And a lot of times they don't even realize that they are a hot mess. So you can't listen. Save yourself. Save yourself.
Don't save him.
Free yourself. Give us free. Give us free. Give us free. We must go. You must go now. Save yourself, please. Save yourself. Can you make it work with a narcissist? It's possible, but rare. Successful relationships often require the narcissist to seek therapy and genuinely commit to change. Only about 2% of narcissists actively seek therapy, and less than that stick with it long enough to see real change. If you decide to stick around with a narcissist, know what your deal breakers are. Because you got to set, like I said earlier, to how to be in a relationship with them, you have to set some boundaries. But know what your deal breakers are. And then listen, look for the red flags that's leading towards your deal breaker. Because you may not have hit your deal breaker yet.
You see them flags.
But there's a flag that done popped up. It's not maroon, it's red. It's popping up for a reason. That means stop.
Flag on the field.
Pay attention. Pay attention to the ish that's about to go down. Pay attention. Some red flags may be behaviors that raise concerns, but may not end the relationship. Deal breakers are behaviors that cross whatever boundaries you have set and signals it's time for you to leave that bull junkie alone. Leave it alone. If you are dating a narcissist, listen, and we love them. We love them. We do. In spite that the elevator don't go all the way up to the top. Instead of it making it's making you like, what's that sound? That's their elevator. Okay? It still moves, but listen, it takes a lot for that elevator to go from the basement to the first floor with a narcissist. It takes some time because see, this is the narcissistic personality and this is the elevator. The elevator can't move because the personality is right there. That narcissism is right there. It keeps the elevator from moving up. It keeps it from moving up. So be careful. If you are in a relationship with a narcissist or a person that has narcissistic tendencies, be careful. Put yourself first. Know that 9 times out of 10, they're not going to change because they don't think anything is wrong with them. They think you're the problem. You need to change. Everything that they have told you about yourself is why things are wrong in the relationship. So that flashlight will never look back, or they will never look at themselves in the mirror and see a problem. They will always see whoever they're with as a problem. So if you are with somebody that has, again, because not too many people are fully diagnosed as narcissists, but they have narcissistic tendencies. So if you are in a relationship or a situation like that, I'm not going to tell you to stay. I'm not going to tell you to leave. I'm going to tell you to do what is best for you because it is the beginning of a new year. If you went through that ish last year,
leave it there.
Do you really want to go through that ish again this year? You have to love yourself more than you love anybody else. Guys, listen, we want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please, guys, go to our YouTube page, our YouTube channel, like and subscribe. That's the Jaye Spot Radio. Again, check out all of our content there. Then come on back to Facebook and continue to kick it with us here, the Jaye Spot Radio. Also, go to YouTube. I'm sorry, go to TikTok. Like and follow us there. That's the Jaye Spot. And then go to Instagram, the Jaye Spot Radio. Guys, and Jay is Jaye on all platforms. And don't forget to do what?
Boop. Hit that notification bell.
Boop. Until next time, you all take care of yourselves and each other. Peace out. Good night, you guys. Thank you guys so much. We're going to come on out. We signing out. Good night, guys. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Thank you.